The most incredible thing has happened. I'm back in 1969 during the week of October 25th through 31st when the debut of a new broadcast station was appearing in Kansas City, and I found out via TV Guide. Now, in the present day of 2025, I, Ron McCoy, collect TV guides, and this is the actual TV guide, which has the listings for KCIT-TV, Channel 50. And what a lineup it had. This new station in Kansas City was for me a window into the past, a past that I had missed because I was too young. I got to see shows like The Addams Family and this next program. Yes, this new station in Kansas City opened up whole new worlds for me, and hopefully brings back fond memories for you, or enlightens you as to a station you may never have known about.
This is Spaceport Mars, calling Export Team, tracking you on
Ron McCoy is warped.
That's time warped? In late October of 1969, I was only 8 years old, almost 9 years old, and one of the reasons why I loved KCIT-TV, Channel 50, so much is because I got to see TV shows that I had missed, shows that originally ran in the early 60s, mid-60s, even some from the late 50s, and I relished this opportunity.
There you go, Astro Boy, on your flight into space.
Yes, I had to watch Astro Boy every day, Monday through Friday, at 3:30 p.m. It was one of my favorite shows. Now, when I was growing up, especially in the late 1960s, my dad had a rule. If the show was in black and white, you couldn't watch it on the color TV in the living room. You had to watch it on our portable TV, which was black and white. So I had the black and white TV back in my room to watch Astro Boy. I had a cup of chocolate milk all stirred up, ready to go, and as I was getting situated in my room to watch my favorite show, I accidentally spilled the chocolate milk into the top of the portable TV set. I still remember that smell, that burning smell, and the sickening feeling I had when the TV screen went black. For a time after that, I got to watch Astro Boy on the color TV in glorious sepia-toned black and white. And no, I did not spill my chocolate milk into that portable black and white TV set on purpose. It did have a happy outcome, though. The channel to which I am referring is Channel 50, KCIT. It actually began broadcasting on Wednesday, October 29, 1969, and 2 years later, that same date, it was off the air completely. Prior to that, about a month, it had reduced its number of hours of broadcasting dramatically. What caused this new station in Kansas City to flicker out so quickly? We will explore that as well as how it came into being, but first, I need to head into the time tunnel to head back to October 29, 1969. In late September of 1969, there was a blurb in the Kansas City Star indicating that a new broadcast channel would begin operation on October 19, 1969. That channel was Channel 50, KCIT. Now, as it played out, KCIT-TV didn't begin broadcasting until Wednesday, October 29. Nevertheless, I, and I'm sure others, were excited at the prospect of a whole new TV channel on which to watch programs. New TV station here, October 19. Independent commercial group to begin operations on UHF Channel 50. KCIT plans to offer wide variety of programs. It has been a long wait, but Kansas Cityans finally have the opportunity of choosing programming from a fourth commercial television station here. KCIT-TV, the first commercial ultra-high frequency UHF television station in Kansas City in the last decade, will begin operation on Channel 50 the week of October 19. It will be an independent station, which means it will not be affiliated with any network and will offer programming 7 days a week from mid-morning to midnight. So in this era of television programming here in the Kansas City area, prior to Channel 50 signing on, we had 3 stations. We had Channel 4, WDAF, we had Channel 5, KCMO, and we had Channel 9, KMBC. KCTY Channel 25 went on the air in June 1953 and lasted less than a year. It began as an independent station, was later purchased by the now defunct Dumont Network, and failed largely because of the lack of UHF receivers in the hands of viewers at the time. Because KCIT is an independent station, it will have the option of telecasting all network programming, whether CBS, NBC, or ABC, preempted, not shown, by the network-affiliated station in Kansas City. This means that the network movies not currently shown in Kansas City, as well as series preempted by the local stations, are likely to be picked up by KCIT. We're going to pick up everything we can get our hands on, said Bill Wormington, general manager of the new station. So far, we've contracted the networks to pick up the Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night movies not carried here, and we're also going to carry The Brady Bunch, a new half-hour comedy starring Robert Reed and Florence Henderson. Name of the Game, currently preempted on WDAF. The Joy Bishop Show, preempted by KMBC-TV. Letters to Laugh In, a new daytime show on NBC starring Gary Owens. Days of Our Lives, Meet the Press, and the Sunday night Harry Reasoner and news program. When not carrying network programming, KCIT will run syndicated shows available for local purchase, movie packages, and will begin producing local shows to fill the time slots. So far, we've purchased quite a few syndicated shows like Big Valley, Judd for the Defense, Daniel Boone, The Prisoner, 12 O'Clock High, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, The Lucy Show, and The Beverly Hillbillies. We've also bought quite a number of movie packages, Wormington added. Point of correction in that article, when it referred to The Beverly Hillbillies and The Lucy Show as being syndicated programs, actually those were programs aired on CBS TV in the mornings, and because Channel 5 did not choose to pick up those two programs, it was then possible for Channel 50 to air them in the afternoon. But those were network programs, network daytime reruns. It was here at 9:15 Grand that Bill Wormington got the official notice from the FCC that Channel 50 could begin broadcasting And that was on Wednesday, October 29, 1969. Channel 50 goes on the air. And on that day, Bill Wormington, general manager of KCIT-TV, Channel 50, Kansas City's newest television station, received a call from Washington, D.C. at 2 o'clock this afternoon with an all clear from the Federal Communications Commission. Wormington said the station went on the air at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Here is a map showing the location of the technical facilities for KCIT. The tower was located on Kensington Avenue, and this also shows the broadcast area for Channel 50. And on Wednesday, October 29, 1969, I was in this very neighborhood anxiously awaiting the debut of KCIT-TV, Channel 50. In that house just to my right, your left, is where that all happened. I ran home that day after school, and after playing outside, I settled in the house and was able to tune in Channel 50, watching shows like Astro Boy, The Munsters, The Patty Duke Show. I truly was in my element.
Meet Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square.
But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair, but they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bouquets, different as night and day.
Also featured on KCIT-TV, Channel 50, was longtime Kansas City resident Torrey Southwick. He appeared with his puppet, Old Gus, in a show called Torrey and Friends. Now, this program had previously appeared on KMBC, Channel 9. It was live at that time and featured cartoons as well as the Three Stooges shorts. It then moved to KCIT-TV Channel 50, at which time it was pre-recorded. Now, back when it was live on Channel 9, I and my two younger sisters appeared on that program. I was actually chosen to play a game called Kaboom. Kaboom was a game that involved a device that had a balloon on it, and when it was your turn, you got to predict how many times you could press the lever down, and you hoped that you didn't explode the balloon. And if you were the last one left, then you won the game. I didn't win, but I did get to appear on that program. Now, it was done live, so I didn't get to see myself on TV. My dad and my grandmother McCoy took us down to the station in Kansas City at the Lyric Theater building. And I remember my mom at that time was working at the Macy's and Antioch Shopping Center. She was able to take off from work and go to my grandmother Moore's house and watch us live on my grandmother Moore's television set. Those were the days. And I got to continue to revel in watching KCIT-TV Channel 50 from its debut in October of 1969 all the way to the summer of 1971. However, there was an item in the newspaper, a harbinger, well, of hope, but also of doom. This blurb in the Kansas City Star was dated June 19, 1971. Channel 50, KCIT-TV, has a new general manager, and on Monday it will have a new daily sign-on time. Beginning Monday, the station will sign on at 2:30 p.m. instead of 9 a.m. The midnight sign-off time will stay. Saturdays, the station will sign on at 11 a.m. and off at midnight. Sundays, it will operate from 8 a.m. until 11 p.m. He said the changes mean KCIT-TV is here to stay. By streamlining operations and making changes in leadership at the television station, we are moving into a more favorable, competitive situation for continued service to the community. And alas, on July 8, 1971, Channel 50 KCIT signed off for the last time. KCIT-TV is going off the air after less than 2 years of operation here as a local independent television station. Owners of the commercial ultra-high frequency station have requested permission from the Federal Communication Commission to suspend operations on Channel 50. Pending receipt of that approval, expected next week, the station will operate on a minimal 2-hour daily schedule. I don't wish to be rude, but I don't think it will serve any purpose to talk about it anymore. The station is closed, the equipment is being replivined. Bill Wormington, who is now working for his twin brother Bob as assistant manager of KBMA Channel 41, KCIT's former competition, acknowledged that basically it was economic reasons nationally and locally. Bill Wormington, station manager, attempted to explain exactly why KCI-TV Channel 50 was unable to find success. We had good ratings, Wormington said, and we had good sales, but the lowered rates by other local stations kept us from raising our rates, and we couldn't get the economic foundation we had been something. Whatever the reasons, the demise of the station is a great loss to the community, which in the beginning it promised to serve. To pick up programs. Much of the network programming it had carried will be picked up by KBMA-TV, which is currently in negotiations with the CBS network to carry several network programs preempted by KCMO-TV, the local CBS affiliate. We regret the closing, said Bob Wormington, who is Bill Wormington's twin brother, general manager of KBMA, because we hate to see a valuable programming source lost to Kansas City. And after KCIT-TV Channel 50 signed off for the last time, Bill Worthington weighed in on what exactly had happened to cause this once promising station to disappear forever. There can be no doubt that economic conditions, both nationally and locally, played a large role in the final decision to conclude operations. Began with high goal. In a news story dated September 24, 1969, Bill Wormington stated, "The people behind the station are local shareholders, and they are not in it for immediate gain. They want to supply good broadcasting in the area." Oh no, I feel myself beginning to disappear, but not forever.
We now return your ham radio to you. Until the next episode of Ron McCoy is warped.
It's Ron McCoy is time warped, and yes, there is another episode coming. Oh, I'm being pulled into another fantastic adventure somewhere along the infinite corridors of time. I'm here in the year 2025 in the parking lot where a Smack's drive-in fast food restaurant used to be here in Liberty. Smack's in Liberty? Incredible.